Welcome back here on your Feel Good Breakfast show here on S3. And this morning we're wrapping up Women's Month with a bang, baby. I'm talking about the fact that ABSA is all about putting the ladies at the forefront. And one such leader that is doing absolutely incredible things, I am talking about none other than Tshiwela Mhlantla. She is, of course, the managing executive for integrated channels at ABSA. And my friend, we're here to hear about her story because it does matter, but also because she's an incredible example. Tshiwela, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Anela. How are you doing?
Amazing, thank you. Tshiwela, I want to start off with you and just, pretty much deciding that you were going to study an LLB, right? But then you go into finance. What happened there? Balance me.
Actually, I studied maths and physics in high school.
Okay.
And I did very well.
Yes.
The plan was to go and study physiotherapy.
Oh, wow.
And I landed up in the wrong queue. You can imagine an 18-year-old in a new province, never been out of the Limpopo province.
Yes.
And here I am, queues everywhere.
Oh.
And when I arrive at the registration, oopsie, it's not the right area, but the law faculty was open. And I thought, what the heck?
Tshiwela.
I processed. I promise you, when I came back with my half-year results, my dad was like, but you were studying physiotherapy. Why am I seeing legal courses here? Well, I registered for LLB. In fact, I started with B.Juris. LLB was my second degree.
Oh, my word, that's so funny, Tshiwela. You literally went, what's the closest faculty? Yeah, let's just go in there.
I was in the wrong queue.
Oh, my goodness.
I was in the wrong queue.
But this is a really beautiful story because I feel like it led you to exactly where you need to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's very point, right? Because physics and maths in high school was not really my first choice. It was parents' ambition. You know how we grow up. And I did the parents' ambition. But I think legal was really, really my strong point.
Wow.
But then maybe my life is about happenings that are happening.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I did study legal, and I started off with roles that were in that kind of field. But then I ended up in the finance world. I suppose the balance of legal and the maths and physics somehow created something that is, incredible for me. So no regrets at all. I'm quite excited in the journey that I've been so far.
Yes, and it gives you that edge, actually, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, can I also just share with you, I studied physics and maths as well, and biology. But here I am on Expresso.
Absolutely.
Life works out the way it does.
There's inherent talent in us. And I think there's something that people have to almost try and find out who's the real you. What are you really good at? And harness that. And sometimes we don't know it off ground. It just happens as you go along.
100%.
I'm that case.
And of course, with you talking about how you've just loved your journey, there's always the ups and downs.
Absolutely.
Speak to us about the downs. What are some challenges that you believe really made you the person that you are today that you faced?
Look, my parents were both professionals, so the homestead was always one about education. We 5 in the family, but grew 10 because my parents always had, cousins, families and all that.
Yes.
So, and I believe that shaped me in creating resilience in my life. I grew up knowing how to share and being able to be accommodative to people outside my natural environment. So I think when I grew into the career, particularly changing from the predominantly legal field and going into finance, you have to learn something. You have to start somewhere. So there has been a lot of, journeys in my path where I didn't do really that good. I doubted myself, particularly when I joined the finance. It was always that nagging thing that I didn't study finance. It's like almost you must be an accountant to be doing this. You can't just come here. So inherently, I felt like I'm inadequate in doing what I'm supposed to do. And it was always that noise behind your, you try to do something, you feel like, is that right?
Almost imposter syndrome.
Absolutely. Did I do right? Did I say the right thing? Is it how it's supposed to be narrated?
Yeah.
But, with coaches, mentors, and people that just hold you through the journey, you become something else.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to note when you are in the deep end. And you don't try to just pedal yourself out of the water.
Yes.
And ask for help.
Almost awareness, if you will.
Absolutely. Personal awareness is great.
Yes. Well, look at you now, Miss Managing Executive. Thank you very much. Forget about those doubts. But of course, now you've shown that it is possible to, yes, be a leader in your career, but also to be a mom on top of that and everything else. How do you balance it?
Zanele, there's no such thing as balance.
I also say the same thing.
There's no and I learned the hard way.
Yes.
I learned the hard way. There's no such thing as balance. You can't have your life in an equilibrium.
Yes.
It's impossible. You're going to have to be forgiving to yourself and allow yourself to do certain things. It almost like compactualize your life, if you may.
Yeah.
I'm a mother of two, 25-year-old and a 15-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So the 10-year gap was me trying to be this professional and trying to just be that person until I realized that, you know what, I actually, if it was according to me, I would have had 4 kids because I love babies.
Yes.
But here I am with 2 because at some point in my life, I thought career was everything.
Yeah.
Husband of 29 years. So balance is not something that comes naturally. You have to be when you are at work. My team will tell you, I go full out. I'm here now. Yes. I'll give this full out.
And
that's what we are doing, that, right?
Yes.
When I'm with my kids, you'll think that I'm crazy because if they want me to just jump, in fact, when I got my first promotion, a senior promotion, I came back home, my family was waiting. I just said to them, they must wait for me. And I walked there.
Yes.
They didn't know what it was. And all this time, they've always wanted me to do something crazy. And my husband was waiting, my daughter was there, my son was not born yet.
Yes.
I had another daughter that I was raising, she's quite a young adult now. And I jumped into the pool. And they were like, what's happening? Suit and everything. I just jumped into the pool.
Tshiwela.
And they were like, what's happening? I said, I got a promotion.
And Tshiwela, we love it for you. Thank you for the incredible woman that you are.
Absolutely.
Because you're allowing other women to be promoted as well.
Absolutely.
And congratulations on everything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zanila. Appreciate.
Oh, my goodness. Do you see what I said about us ending off the month of August on a high with absolutely incredible women from ABSA who are leading such amazing, amazing portfolios and a whole lot more. And my friend, it does not stop here. You got to stick around for it because we continue to celebrate ladies from ABSA.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.